Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, and hello to everyone. I received a lot of requests that particularly that video which I did in Hindi about youngsters who hurt their parents, they don't respect their parents, how they insult them. I should do it in English because a whole lot of children are abroad and they don't understand because they're born and brought up there. They're growing up in that atmosphere, so they don't understand Hindi or Punjabi very well. Well, I'll try. There are certain values, certain typical words which I used in Hindi and Punjabi in India, which I may not be able to find the equivalent words, in English, but I'll try to explain so that if they can understand what I'm trying to explain, it'll help them. Now, to begin with, nature has got a system, a principle of fruit and seed. It's a very simple thing, anybody can understand that, who wants to understand. Now, according to the fruit, we'll get the seed. If fruit is sweet, the seed will be accordingly, and from that seed, whatever plant grows, the fruits of that plant will be sweet. If fruit is bitter, a similar kind of seed will come out, and accordingly, its fruits are going to be. Now that's a law of nature. Newton also mentioned, everybody must be knowing about third law of Newton, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Now science has proved it, that if we do 5% wrong to anybody, the 5% wrong will come back to us. It's as simple as that. It's proven scientifically. It's not that I am trying to express it on my own. Now, nature has got its own system. Scientifically, it's proven. If I am misbehaving with my parents, if I'm not obeying my parents, if I'm hurting my parents, if I'm insulting my parents, then the similar kind of seed is being prepared within myself, quietly and silently. I'm not even aware of it. I'm enjoying my life, I'm having great time, I'm having girlfriends or boyfriends, and I'm drinking and I'm having parties. And if my parents try to interfere, I insult them, I hurt them, I retaliate, I threaten them. Now I am unaware that similar kind of seed is being prepared within myself. And from that seed, whichever child, girl or son, is going to take birth eventually, he is going to behave accordingly. He may behave worse than the way that person is behaving now with his parents. Now, would you like your children to behave like that, the way you are behaving with your parents? I'm sure never. So if you don't want your children to behave like that, then please spare some time and just think about it, this eternal system of nature. Now, I mostly say that parents don't curse the children because they love them. But when they get hurt, that hurt automatically becomes a curse for those who hurt them. I've seen practical examples I've seen practically so many cases. Now, what is the solution? Because sometimes parents suffer, they get hurt, and in India I've seen people are leaving their parents, they're dumping their parents in old age homes, and you can't imagine. Just think about it, that with a lot of love, dreams, they give birth to a child, they clean their dirt, their shit, and they see the success in the dreams of the children. They take every nonsense from them, and when they grow up, if they start insulting or hurting their parents, if they dump them in an old age home, or they throw them, or they just compel them to go and live in an old age home, how hurtful it must be for them. Now that hurt will destroy those children who are doing this. I mean, I don't know who all are listening to me, and I don't even know who all are listening, watching our channel, but because this is my mission, I am blessed by the Almighty Lord, and Almighty Lord gave me, entrusted me this job, this service, and I'm trying to do it as per my limited knowledge and ability, or whatever blessing. Lord was very kind and He blessed me. That's what I'm doing. So I don't know. I'm just doing it as a service. So just imagine that curse is bound to fall. I don't want to mention names, but I've seen people, they have a lot of property, but they insulted the parents, they hurt the parents like anything, and many times. And parents were helpless. They didn't know what to do. They used to crib, they used to cry. They were very badly hurt. Now parents passed away. You can't imagine in what a bad condition those guys are. They have a lot of land, they have a lot of property, everything. But they live like, you can't imagine how they're living. There's no peace at home. Their own children are doing the worst things with them. You just can't imagine. It's not one example. There's so many examples. If anybody has got any doubt or anything, they can get in touch with us. We always give a number in the end of every video. You can send us a message, audio message or text message through WhatsApp, and we can interact with you. Why I'm trying to say this, that I'm saying that don't hurt your parents, for God's sake. Don't insult them. Just obey them. Make them happy. If your parents are happy, your God is going to be happy. Parents are our first God. Our journey begins from our parents. They are our first teacher. Mother is first guru. People say that when God could not be everywhere, physically He could not be everywhere, then He created mother. And you can't imagine, like mother, you do anything, she forgives you. It may be ignorance that children hurt their parents, or they insult them, they humiliate them, and they don't obey them, but mother is God. He is the ultimate creator, Almighty. He is the creator of the universe. But my universe is created by my mother. So my mother is my God. My journey to God begins from my mother. And if I insult my mother, my first God, then how can I please that God, the Almighty? I can give it in writing that if you have insulted your parents, to hurt your parents, you did not obey your parents, you can do anything in this world. You can run away anywhere, you can try anything, but you can't make the Almighty happy. If you want to make Almighty happy, you have to make your parents happy. If your parents are happy, God will be automatically happy with you. Your journey will be much more faster. If you want to go for a spiritual journey, or you want to be successful in your life, just one tip: respect your parents. Keep them happy. Spend time with them. When you come back, just spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour with them. Just talk to them, listen to them. Just ask them. Press their legs sometimes. Ask them, what exactly they want. You can, anything favorite they want to eat, they want to wear, or anything they like. Just ask them that you looked after me, or you both looked after us or me, for so many years. Our existence is due to you. We exist in this world and we have all these likings and dislikings and dreams because of you both. Now we want to just pay back. We can't pay back to our parents, but we can try. We can try. We can't pay back to the gods. We can't, but we can try. Just ask them, bring something, their favorite. It'll give them tremendous happiness. Even if you just sit with them and ask them, that, what can I bring for you? You can't imagine how happy they will be. And the kind of blessings you're going to get. And blessings we can't buy. It comes from the soul, it comes from the heart, from deep. You can't buy them. So try to make your parents happy, and if you have been hurting them unknowingly due to your ignorance, just go and touch their feet. Ask for forgiveness as many times as you can ask. Keep asking. And another thing, if you want to be successful in your life, if you want to excel in your education, just get up in the morning and touch the feet of your mother and your father. According to astrology, according to Indian philosophy, the place of father, in astrology, the place of father is of sun. If you keep your father happy, you will become popular. And if you keep your mother happy, her place belongs to the Guru. Guru is giver of wisdom, education, knowledge. You will be brilliant in your education. These are all tried things, tested things. I'm not talking something in the air. These are all tried and tested. Try. If you are not good in your education, just try this and watch what happens. So, if anybody wants to be successful in life, just keep your parents happy. Look after your parents. Don't hurt them. You will be successful. Successful in the real sense. And if you hurt your parents, you insult your parents, you humiliate them, you dump them, you throw them out, I can give you in writing on a stamp paper. Well, try anything in this world, you can never be happy, you can never be contented, you can never be successful in real sense. There will be always some guilt, there will be always some curse, because that hurt will become a curse. It will get transformed into a curse. It won't let you reach anywhere. It will follow you everywhere. So why? Because we misbehave with our children, our parents, we hurt them, we insult them, we humiliate them. Similar kind of seed is being prepared within ourselves, and our children are going to be like that, and they may be worse. They'll insult us, they'll hurt us, they'll throw us out, because according to the fruit, the seed is going to be. You can't change this rule. It's an eternal system of nature. It's no big great philosophy. It's a very simple thing. Then Newton's third law, every action has equal and opposite reaction. And then they are our gods. If we can't make them happy, we can't make that God happy. So if you do these three things, I don't know how to express it, that I always say that I can give it in writing, that you will get everything in your life because of those blessings, because you are saved from those curses, and because blessings of the God. Anybody who wants to try, please try. And if some people agree with me, or they think they will try this, whosoever, from deepest core of my heart, I'm saying this with utmost honesty and sincerity. God is my witness that I'll be indebted to all those people, all those youngsters who have been insulting or humiliating or disobeying their parents, and they'll go and ask for forgiveness, and they'll start touching their feet, and they'll try their best to keep their parents happy. I'll be always indebted to all those youngsters who will start this. And please share your opinion, your comments. Write to us on our YouTube channel, or our number is given to us at the end, mobile number. It's a WhatsApp number. You can write to us in case you have any confusion, any question, or even if you disagree with me. Please, don't be stuck. Like you might be having a certain kind of ideology or certain kind of perception because you live in the West. The Western world is different. Normally I say that a plant which grows in the plains can't grow in the mountains, and vice versa. A plant which grows in the mountains can't grow in the plains. We Indians, and rather I should say Asians, like Pakistanis are there, Bangladeshis are there, we are genetically different, culturally different. Because even if we try, we can't become, in real sense, we can't become Americans or British or Germans. Like in normal terms in India they say Gora. We can't become white. Like Michael Jackson tried his best. He was the richest guy and he tried everything, but he could not become white. Whatever God has made us, we should remain that. We should respect that. That's what our Guru Sahiban taught us in Sikhism. And that's why they refused to, embrace Islam when they were being forced. They preferred to be assassinated or the head was chopped off. They were just, they sacrificed. But they did not, bow down to them, or they did not accept, they did not embrace Islam just because they're being forced. So, wherever God gave us birth, respect, you will be original. Otherwise, you will be converted. You, without a visa, without a passport, without currency, if you try to cross any border, you get arrested, you are not allowed, you are deported. Similarly, we are trying to cross the boundaries of our genetics, our DNA. It will be a cross breed. Like people are getting married. I've got a lot of messages, and I traveled abroad, and a lot of parents were crying that the Indian children are getting married with white children, youngsters, and with black and all that, with Negroes. They were just getting married, and parents were very unhappy, and children were not listening to them. So I just thought that, even animals, dogs, when there's a crossbreeding, they lose their identity. And here also, we are human beings. Once we do the same thing, it's like a crossbreeding. We will lose our identity. So we respect the Britishers, we respect the Americans and Germans and French and everybody, Africans. They are good the way they are. We are good the way we are. We should not mix and match, because then we will lose our originality. After a couple of generations, who are going to be your children? If they say, I'm a Jat, I'm a Sikh, I'm a Punjabi, I'm a Pandit, I'm a Thakur from India, where? They won't know even our language. And once they lose that connection, because like one friend of mine's, his daughter got married to a white guy, and he was very upset. So I was just thinking, because she went to a church and got married, and then you have to follow all those traditions. And children obviously follow same tradition, like father. Now, who are those children going to be? Like if a boy gets married to a white girl, so are they living abroad? So finally, what will happen to them? They will lose the language. Language is the connection between you and your roots and your culture. So that link is gone. Language is gone. Now how will they come? And once they lose their language, they lose their connection. Once they lose their connection, they lose their identity. And once they lost their identity, they're over, they're finished. So it's not just question of you, it's question of your coming generations. So most of the time, this conflict takes place in Indian families abroad. I request those youngsters, just think about it. I can understand your age, your system, the hormonal system, and at that time you can't think of anything else. But it's my humble request, just think about it, what I'm trying to say, that what will happen to your coming generations. They can't become Britishers, they can't become, you say it's Indian born British, Indian born American, but you can't be originally American. They'll be a mixed breed. They'll be neither here nor there, like in Hindi they say Trishanku. They will curse you. I met somebody from New Mexico. He was so desperate to know his roots, and he went to Punjab. He came because he knew from somewhere, from his mother, their father was from Punjab, from Indian army, but he didn't know the language. So he went all over, but he could not communicate with people, and he went back, and I interviewed him. He was very frustrated and sad man. So your children maybe one day feel very sad. So try to be careful. First, at home, listen to your parents. Like normally I was told that, abroad children are taught to dial a particular number if somebody is misbehaving with you. Okay, if father is a stepfather or mother is a stepmother, I can understand in Western culture, mostly it happens because there are multiple relationships most of the time, not all of them do. But because of that, some people may misbehave. So for that, the dialing the number is fine. But if you have your real mother and real father, if you don't trust them, and if you think they can't be your well-wisher, who else can be? If you go to a foster home or welfare house, you don't know what kind of life you get there. It's a business. So please respect your parents, trust your parents. If they are your real parents, and if even step-parents are behaving with you nicely, they're looking after you, just look after them, pay them back, try to pay them back, trust them, and they have experience. They are like today, you're born and your father or mother, they are 25 or 30. By the time you become 25, 30, they'll be 60, 55, 60. So this gap will remain between you both. So you might think I'm 25, 30, but for them, you were a small child when you were born. So you understand this because you may face the same problem, and they have much more experience than you. Why you want to burn your own fingers and learn your own way? No, learn from your parents. If they're trying to tell you, if your parents can't be your well-wishers, then nobody can be in this world. They want, whatever way, they want the welfare of their own children. They are the ultimate well-wishers of the children. They want the best for their children. So I hope, all those youngsters, I'm sure some parents will try to make their children, the younger son or daughter, or just watch this video. And I hope you agree with me, or I'm able to make you understand that what a blunder, what a mistake we are making. You are harming yourself. You are being suicidal. You are just being self-destructive unknowingly. It may be, I always say that the root cause of all the problems is ignorance, and solution to all the problems is surrender to Almighty Lord. But here we have to surrender to our first gods. Just try on a trial basis for 3 months or maximum 6 months. If this system doesn't work and you feel that I was, just talking nonsense, you will see the results and then you'll get back to me. These are tried and tested. Your home will become heaven. Your parents will be happy, you will be successful, and the entire family will get together to handle any problem, any crisis. And here we all are scattered, and especially, this social media, this Facebook, this Instagram, this WhatsApp and YouTube, this entire social media, it was created for lonely people, but now it has made people lonely in their family itself. Everybody is busy Most of the time they're busy chatting. So they have friends all over the world, but they don't interact with the family at home. They're strangers. They behave like strangers. So this is very destructive kind of thing which has come. It has destroyed the family system. In West, it was already a big problem, but now it destroyed it further. So try to minimize it. Take out some time, like you fix some time, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, or during the day when you get time. That is the quality time. You don't know what you're missing, what you're losing, by just avoiding, just being there. And it's harmful. Your tips go, your memory, your eyesight, and a lot of other diseases, people are getting. It's addictive. In China, a lot of experiments are being done. Then, like de-addiction centers are there for drugs, even de-addiction for these electric, on social media and these gadgets. Those people have opened their clinics. It is that dangerous. It's like you are sitting, all over the world you are connected. It can never get over, So try to minimize it. Try to spend more time with your parents. Look after them. If you look after your parents, if you keep them happy, if you obey them, accordingly your children are going to look after you, obedient to you, and keep you happy. If you do not do this, if you don't make your parents happy, if you hurt them, insult them, and tomorrow your children do the same thing with you, and even if you complain, they'll say, oh look, who is talking? What did you do to your parents? I mean, how dare you talk to us like this now? And at that time, you won't know what to do, where to go, So why we should put ourselves in this situation, a situation of no return, that you can't get back, you can't rectify. So before it's too late, try to rectify it now. If you've already done certain mistakes, we can rectify them now. Parents are always kind, they always forgive. Like I told you, mother is, other human form of God. When God could not be physically present everywhere, He made mother. So just go, hug her, touch her feet, and ask for forgiveness. She'll forgive you, and your life will change. And watch. Again and again I say, I can give you in writing. Your life will change. You'll remember me. Just remember these words and keep in touch with us. If nothing happens, then also write to us. Then we will try to analyze what went wrong where. Why it did not work with you? Because it has to work. It's a thumb rule. It's an eternal system of nature and God. I hope some youngsters must have understood, and I'll be really, earlier also I said, now I'm saying again, I'll be indebted to you, all of you. Thank you very much. May God bless us all. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.